Welcome to Wellbeing Wednesday. I'm absolutely delighted today to welcome Sam Dyer. Hi, Sam.
Hello, Sandy. Lovely to see you.
We are going to be talking about Love, Light and Laughter, which is a Facebook group. Sam is the face behind the Facebook group. I'd like to know a little bit about how it all came about, Sam.
Yeah, thank you. Well, it really is about me living my purpose. So this was something that for me has come about, particularly over the end of last year. As I described it recently, it's a bit like, if you like, for the last few years, I've been, imagine one of those big American freeways where there's 8 lanes or something like that. So I was on the right one. I was going in the right direction, but I was kind of like different lanes at different times. So close to it, but not quite 100% on it. And towards the end of last year, I really found it. And as I say, it's to share love, light and laughter. And how that came about was a number of different things. I mean, any of us would say it's been a very strange year, 2020, if I can call it that, with its challenges and so on and so forth. And, to be perfectly honest, I went through probably all the emotions anyone else did as well. A lot of frustration, a lot of, I'd go as far as saying anger at times as well, really. And that's about all sorts, about the lockdowns, the amount of work that had been cancelled, lack of support, don't need to go into the details because everyone knows what they are, because it's the same for any of us, really, I think. And one of the things I was doing was looking at some different websites, different data and so on and so forth. And my wife commented about you are just getting more and more angry with all this. And I said, yeah, I know. I mean, I was, I'm aware of it. that doesn't necessarily mean it's right. I appreciate, but I was aware of it. I knew what was going on with it. And I just started thinking back, and it's one of those things where you can look back at the themes you've had in your life and what you've done and where you've been and what's kind of been there as threads all the way through and so on. And I'd had a few comments from people as well, just things like, oh, you're normally someone who brings a smile to the place and just good to be around, make people feel good and so on and so forth. So with all of that put together, that really got me thinking, actually, no, my place is not to start off some resistance group or God knows what. I mean, honestly, I didn't even know where I was heading with it. I just thought I got myself into that mode of something needs to be done. I didn't know what the something was. I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know any of that. And I think when I look back upon it, really a lot of the kind of conflict around that was internal conflict of me knowing it wasn't really the right thing for me to do. And so for me, feeling my place is to share love, light and laughter. That's really important. And even then I'd got the words around differently. I can't remember how I said it first, but I spoke to Alex Clapcott, who you know as well, one of my he's one of my coaches as well as a business partner as well, and we talked through it a little bit, and he said, no, the words are in the wrong order for you, because what you're actually saying is that the order of importance is love, light and laughter. So that's the way you should say it. And I thought, yeah, brilliant. Took me a little while to get what the bit in front should be. And then after a while, I thought, yeah, share is the right word, because it's about trying to broadcast it, create it, inspire it and so on. But it goes both ways, and it's about having those joint experiences. So that's why I like to say share. And that's how then the Facebook group started. I had an existing Facebook group called Life More Powerful, which was linked with some of the events that I did. And so I changed the name of that to reflect where I really wanted to head with it. And it's been growing since then, thankfully.
And I think as well, I mean, you say about the last year has been challenging. Personally, I'll just call it crap. But there's so much that doom and gloom and in the news. Even, I mean, all right, people often talk about TikTok as kind of like some light relief.
Yeah.
But there's only so much like short or so many short videos of people doing stupid things that you can watch and actually enjoy.
Yeah.
But one of the things that I like about Love, Light and Laughter is the sharing of the themes.
Yeah.
And we were talking earlier on about music. And this links in with what I was talking to Kay Harrington about last week. And you just put a post out asking people to kind of like name their feel-good tune. And then reading through all the replies and all the responses, suddenly I'm thinking, oh, I'd forgotten about that song. Oh, I must go and listen to that. And that's absolutely amazing.
And some new ones as well. I mean, there was definitely some artists and groups that I'd never even heard of. So, and some that were just great ones that I thought, oh yeah, I haven't, like you say, oh, I haven't heard that for ages. Yes, brilliant. I will listen to that. You know, I can't tell you the last time I listened to Fine Young Cannibals until John Attridge said, oh yeah, that's one that really gets me going. So it, you know, automatically it goes on the list. And I think it is brilliant because music is, you know, so strong for many of us. I know not everyone's into it, but I think if you are into it, music evokes such a reaction and emotion as well. You know, it's amazing I can create different states of emotion by listening to different pieces of music in the same way as I can define what type of music I want to listen to by what kind of feelings I've got going on, or what I want to do. You know, if I'm in concentration mode, or I want to relax, or I want to whatever. I think, for me, music's massive.
Kay and I were talking about having sort of like mood playlists. So if you want to feel energized, you listen to these songs. If you want to relax, you listen to these songs. And again, seeing everybody's responses, kind of you can almost add all their songs into your playlist, which adds to your feel good.
Yeah, definitely. So I created a Spotify playlist of the ones that were suggested on there. So that is actually available, that people can just follow it. And, you know, I know there'll be some on there people think, oh yeah, that's not my cup of tea, thank you. But that's the joys of Spotify. You can just select skip and move on to the next one.
Absolutely. Well, we'll post a link to that along with the Wellbeing Wednesday book.
Yeah, we can do that.
So just quickly, if people want to join Love, Light and Laughter, where do we go?
So if you're on Facebook anyway, you can just search Love, Light and Laughter and you'll find it come up under groups. If you want to just go directly there and save yourself searching, then you can go to Love, Light and Laughter, so AND and laughter .club, and that will take you directly there.
Excellent. And once we've posted on Wednesday, I'm sure you'll put a few links in the comments that'll guide us to all the good places that you've created.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm thoroughly enjoying it, and for me, as you probably realize, connection is really important, and I think it's good for mental health. But I mean, you know, that is something for me as well on a personal level that I really do value. So I'm enjoying it. Seem to be creating some good things going on there, getting some good engagement. So yeah, the more the merrier, definitely.
Yep, and everybody else is enjoying it as well. So thank you so much for your time today, Sam. And
thank you. Lovely to see you.
We'll have a look at that, and you take care.
And you. Thanks, Sandy.
Bye.